Alright, so this is me and my friend Dallin. We're going to react to my very first vlog that I've ever made, and I'm doing it with him because he's about to move away and he's actually in the video, so let's get it started.
I look a lot different.
2016.
Jeez. This was over 2 years ago.
Are you gonna cry?
Mike has changed a lot.
He got tall. He lost a lot of weight, dude.
He really did. But he still eats a lot.
Why'd you zoom in on that?
I don't know.
What's up?
Oh,
the yellow stain!
Look what he wants to put in here.
What you got?
My little rotten banana.
Oh, that's classic.
Are you recording?
That's whenever I had the Nissan Frontier. My first ever vehicle.
Are we gonna put this in your car?
Almost texted Caleb.
Oh,
About time you get here.
Caleb in the white truck.
Let's
Oh,
see
sorry about that.
This is actually before he broke out everywhere, all over his face.
Yeah. This is also before Caleb and I flipped it in December. The month after this.
Jeez.
He doesn't want me to go in the stereo.
Flipped it on a back road. Like Christmas Eve or something crazy.
Alright, pause it. 1:11. So what's the story?
So, like, it was like Christmas Eve or something. I had made the mistake of drinking a lot of alcohol. And
Don't underage drink.
never.
It's not good.
And all of us were over at Luke's house. And Caleb was like, hey, do y'all want to go get some Xbox controllers from my house? I was like, yeah, I'll go with you. So we go flying down this dirt road, right? We're going like 80. And I put on my seatbelt, and right as I put on my seatbelt, he's like, hey, watch this. And he drifts around this like dirt road corner. And he overcorrects, and we flip the truck. We land upside down. Caleb's completely fine. Like, nothing happened to him. He crawls out. I crawl out. I'm covered in head to toe in blood. And I'm wearing boxers and nothing else. And my boxers were ripped. And so I get out, and Tanner and Luke show up in nothing but boxers. In Luke's car. And then we decided to not call the cops because I was drunk as fuck. And so my mom came and picked us up and drove us to the hospital in Sherman. We were going like 86 miles an hour down a 35 like back road.
Jeez.
In a red Jeep. And long story short, that truck still runs to this day. It's just really messed up. That's the story.
And like nothing happened to you? Like no broken bones, no nothing?
Well, I lost the tip of my pinky. If we want to look at that, it's pretty gross. And my legs are all scarred from all of the glass and all that, because whenever you're upside down in a vehicle, it's hard to get your seatbelt off. So I had to push myself up off of the roof and undo my seatbelt, and I fell down on all the glass. So, and my door wouldn't open, so Caleb's open, and we crawled out his side, so I had to go from passenger side out the driver's side. Yeah, that was terrible.
I'm surprised that truck still runs.
Yeah, me too. And then I remember the day after, we went to go look at the truck. The freaking Xbox controllers were just fine. Like, they still work.
Hey man, as long as the Xbox controllers work, it's
all good.
Alright, we'll start it back.
So you can look in the trunk. Open the trunk.
You moved
Oh,
it?
this is whenever
Why?
Luke got the sub. I helped him put this together actually.
He made his freaking homemade box for it.
Yeah, I was there when he made it.
That's funny. It honestly sounded terrible.
Oh,
Yeah, he almost thought it was so cool.
Yeah, he just pointed out like this little rip right here.
Yeah.
Because whenever he was drilling in it, it like slipped and it like cut it.
That's one.
Dude, all of us thought this was so cool. I mean, like, all of us had just gotten all of our own cars and everything. And he just got a sub, and we were like, oh, dude, that sounds great, but it actually sounds terrible.
You like it?
You proud?
What's up?
You happy?
Yeah, I am.
This is whenever like we always hang out. Here,
That's Caleb.
What's up, guys?
yeah, this is at Alan's house.
I got a lot of stuff My mom said,
Like the
"Zero."
movie.
There's me.
Recording what's up?
Oh my god.
Alan, you're a little bit bigger.
Yeah. There's my first ever vehicle. My old truck. Oh, there's my dog. R.I.P. to the real one.
Little mini car meet at my house, I guess.
Pause it again. 221.
So that's my dog. We've had him for 7 years, and he passed away about 2 weeks ago. And he was the greatest dog of all time. He was always like high, like he looked so high. It was great.
You miss him?
Very, very much so. That's why I'm wearing this. It says his name on it. It's his collar. His name's Apache. That was really awkwardly close. All I saw was my mouth. But yeah, long story short, he's no longer with us, but he's the greatest dog of all time.
R.I.P. Apache.
That's your house right there?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now I'm just over here chilling all by myself at shooting.
Pause it again. 229. Oh man, this is whenever I was looking rough all the time. Oh, okay. So story behind this. I mean, I'm about to say it, but I was so cold. I was so cold outside, and this is back whenever I had my very first camera. It's actually down there. You want to grab it real fast? It's behind the movie tickets and stuff, somewhere down there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this is my very first camera I ever had. It's a Canon SX400IS.
HD 30 times zoom.
Just a little cap for it. So it didn't have like the very front flipping camera. The only thing it flips on here is like the little flash. So I was literally, when I was recording this, I was like this, and I couldn't see like if I was recording myself right or anything. But now the camera I'm using now has a little flip out screen, so I can actually see myself.
You made it work.
Yeah, and the camera I'm actually using now, it's the Sony version of the Canon G7X. It's a couple $100 cheaper. So
Save your money.
yeah, but yeah, so like what I was saying, I couldn't see what I was recording
Live from the Broke Boys.
from the Broke Boys. Alright, so you just put that back over there somewhere. Doesn't really matter. Alright, so start it again.
Press, because apparently 2 other people that are in a different car got stuck in a ditch. I don't know how you do that. So people I was rolling with had to drop
hair
me
was so
off because they needed them, but they needed space.
We're pausing at 2:44. The story behind us getting stuck in a ditch. Same thing as how we flipped it. Caleb wants to go and drift it, and we go back into a ditch. Just little foreshadowing.
For some reason, I don't know what it really was, but so I'm just chilling here till they get back. Kind of sucks, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Look at all my peach fuzz.
How do you guys feel about getting stuck?
Hell no.
They all look so younger. Oh, here's the video.
Cold.
Oh, what a big old truck.
Golden brown.
You saved that, right?
Yo, I wanted to kill myself. Why? Bro, that was really hella mad.
Hey, he went straight beat your ass.
Bro, look at my peach fuzz. Oh my god. Back when I had braces.
Oh. Alright, what were you saying? Back when you had braces?
Yeah, look at that peach fuzz. Dude.
Oh.
Oh my god.
So you know how he just said like he was punching his steering wheel after that?
Mhm.
So whenever Walker wrecked his car, I was in it with him. And, like after we slid off the highway and
That's Highway 75, right?
yeah, we were on 75 and we slid off because it was raining, and he went off into a ditch also, but we went airborne and just hit the ground and slid, but we stopped because of the mud. But as soon as we stopped, Walker was so mad and he was just literally punching at his steering wheel.
That's exactly what Caleb did.
But he was livid.
Oh, I'm sure.
And,
Caleb and I were sitting there laughing about it.
but the funny thing is about it was, so Walker takes this road, and it's just like a little kind of like windy road, right? Mm-hmm. And we would always call it the, what do we call it?
I know which one you're talking about, because like in our group, whenever Walker and I hung out back in the day, Nobody was allowed to go under 60 miles an hour down that road, and you cannot use brakes.
Yeah. God, I can't remember what we'd call it, but it'll come to me later. But
like edit it in there, like right here.
Probably. But so whenever we would take that road all the time, I would always have my eyes closed because I'd be scared. Oh, the canyon run. That's what we'd call it, the canyon run. And I would always have my eyes closed because I'm scared, and I'd be like gripping on for like dear life because like what you just said, like you have to go like at least 60 or something around that.
Can't use brakes.
And it's scary. Like the speed limit around that's like 45.
No, it's like 35. Like it's sketch.
It's something around that. So, but like I would always have my eyes closed and gripping on for dear life. And so whenever Walker spun out, like he did like I don't know, like at least 2 or 3 like 360s. And whenever after we wrecked, after he punched the steering wheel, I told him, I was like, Walker, I don't know if it's a good time or not, but I kept my eyes open the whole time. Let me tell you what, he was not happy when I said that. He literally said that he was like so close from just decking me in my face because he was so livid right then and there.
That would have hurt because Walker hits hard.
He has some big fists.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's finish this up. And there Caleb goes.
Ow! I don't need you to see me in this moment.
No?
Oh, it hurts.
I was back with me now.
What
So we're
hurts?
friends a lot.
Her braiding my hair,
Before
she's
you got
like
with
ripping
Philip?
it out.
Yeah, but we haven't talked
Well,
to like
I mean, come on, you don't
each
need
other
hair.
in like
Like,
a
ow!
while.
Okay, Michaela, that seriously is hurting. My ears are turning red, like hurting.
That's that girl who looks so 80s, bro. She would always
yeah.
wear the
Did you
big
cry?
glasses.
Yeah.
Please, I want to see you cry. Forehead game strong though.
Huh?
You're so mean.
Forehead game strong.
Don't you talk about my forehead.
The forehead is strong with this one.
Forehead game strong.
What is it, Allison?
There's your old camera.
Split fan.
Can you say bye 4 fingers?
Bye for fingers.
Okay, funny story about Pineapple Fanta. I started that out a long time ago.
I mean, you want to explain?
Okay, so it was whenever me and Luke and Tanner were all best friends, right? And Luke sat with me on his first day of school because he thought that I was the popular kid, which I'm not going to say I was. But, so Luke sat with me and Tanner sat with us. This is back before me and Luke liked Tanner. So I was like,
Ooh.
okay, Luke,
Ooh,
we
liked
need...
him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
I was like, Luke, we need to think of something to say after we say something that's serious. Like, I'd always be like, oh, bro, you're, like, ugly as hell. But, like, I wouldn't mean it. So, like, anytime that we would mean something, we'd be like, oh, dude, you're annoying. Like, Pineapple Fanta, bro. That means, like, for real, like, no shit. And so I started that, and then it just kind of turned into, like, a friend group. And then Austin got in that. What, was Walker in it?
No, actually, I wasn't ever in it. Like, I was never invited into it.
Oh.
Like, I was never in the group chat, but Walker was in it.
Okay, so it was me, Walker, Kobe, Tanner, Luke, and, like, a few other people. Caleb was in it. And then, long story short, we all ended up having some kind of beef, and the owner, the founder, dropped out. But we're all good now.
Yeah.
So yeah, this video was cringy as fuck.
Alright, well, started back at 4:26.
Good music.
YouTube music. Oh, this is before I even added a outro to it.
Oh, Texas stereotypes. That has to be another reactant before I move.
Texas Stereotypes, that is, I think, honestly, one of my favorite vlogs I've ever made. That whole night, I was dying laughing. It was just such a good night.
Because I was born and raised in Texas, but I'm moving in like a week to Georgia. Because I'm going to do a bunch of like classified things down there. But,
Classified things.
yeah. But I'm moving to Georgia, and I was born and raised in Texas, so I fit most of the Texas stereotypes.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a video for another day.
Alright, well, that was reacting to my very first vlog ever. They got stuck in a ditch.
Bye, Four Finger.
Oh my god. Oh.
That's classic.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Four Fingers.
You boy, Doughboy.
Doughboy. Jeez. Yeah, there's another video I have with just me and Dallin. I'll link it in the description below. Me and him both went to Walmart and just a lot of weird stuff went down that day.
You want to plug the Instagram right here? You'll see it.
What you gonna do for a pop tag?
I'll go make out with your dog.
Oh, whoa. No. Alright, well, catch you on the next one.